Pillars Podcast, my brother.
What's good? What's good? Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween spooky season.
Got the pumpkins, you feel me? We're here with it. Let's
get it. Shots today. Let's go. Cheers. Listen, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Let's go.
I got no cheers other than
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Salud,
brother. Salud.
You want to chill?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
What's it?
That's a cimarron. You know what that shit means in Spanish?
Ram.
Like big trouble or some shit. Trouble.
What's the best Halloween candy?
Best Halloween. So that's just like, what's the best candy?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, like, what candy you would get hype if you get Halloween? My shit, little Hershey.
Nate's gonna be mad at me.
I fuck with Reese's.
I want that candy corn, you heard?
No way.
Give me that joint, yeah.
Candy corn, bro?
Yo, I be dogging it. Yo, people be hating on them shits.
Candy corn, bro? Yo, it's time out. Are you dead ass?
Yes, yo. I fuck with it, bro.
Candy corn, bro. I've never heard anybody like that.
No one likes it. No one does.
Yeah, I have a few when I run out the good ones. You know?
Nah, candy corn is sick,
give me candy corn.
How about this? What was your favorite Halloween costume that you ever was in your life?
Easy for me. Easy.
Let's talk about it.
So, in like 2015, me and Seagull went to this fucking party in Sheepshead Bay. It was me, Seagull, and Joey.
Shout out
to my man Joey. Joey was a Hasidic Jew. As he is Jewish, it wasn't like
offensive.
Cultural parade. Yeah. Seagull was a fucking the Duck Dynasty dude.
Duck Dynasty.
Fire. And my favorite costume was my favorite costume was Shia LaBeouf. When he went to a festival, like a movie premiere, and he had put a bag over his head, and on the bag he wrote, "I am not famous anymore." He wore a suit. I wore that joint.
I remember that.
People got it?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, listen, I like to have costumes that are a little creative so I can tell you about it. So yes. Anyways, what was yours?
Well, the party was lit.
We can talk about that.
The party was lit.
So you got catching the dove off the wall,
shirt up.
It wasn't like a hood party. It was like low key a mansion party.
The crib was huge.
But I got way too drunk, bro.
I mean, we had drunk.
I was like arguing with people and shit.
Damn. That's not like you.
That's not like it.
Bro, the dudes pressed me. I don't know.
They say don't say that. Don't say they press you.
I thought it wasn't a hood party.
Exactly.
It wasn't a hood party. Dudes was coming up to me.
Okay, so what happened?
So this is what happened. Let's
talk about before. Let's talk before the argument. It's a big ass crib. They had a basement. In the basement, they had a comedy show. That's how big the crib was. Yes. So me and C got in that joint. And no funny shit, we were funnier than the comedians.
Nah, we stole the show, bro.
We stole the show.
We was just there, like, cracking jokes on the side, and the comedian was like, yo, these dudes are funnier than me. Like, it was just like one of those. I was too sauce to even remember, bro. Like,
ended up going back upstairs, we meet, we talk to, actually, dudes that I know, because it was like a friend of mine, a friend of mine, and they start playing Max B.
Nah. See, this is where
let me take over. He'll take over.
So we leave the comedy show. I'm in the living room. I see the aux. Bro, I'm sauced. I'm sauced. I'm like 20. How old are we?
We were like 23?
21, 23, 22, right?
Yeah, it was like 23.
So I'm on some reckless shit. I'm on some like wild shit, whatever. And I seen the aux. I like take the aux. I start playing Mad Max B. Because I was just on my wavy Max B shit. Yeah. I was just the time I was on the wave Max B. And this one dude comes to me, he's like, what? You don't know Max B? Like, what you know about Max B?
That's shit? Not a press.
Yo, but it was like
but it was like on some like, first of all, it was like, yo, who are you taking the aux? And why you playing this Max B? You don't even know Max B. I'm just like, yo,
I'm being real with you. It was like an Asian dude too upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, that's not to be racist.
I don't remember.
But it was shocking. It was like, nigga,
I don't see race,
but how do you know? Sorry.
Time out though. So apparently the dude is Asian dude, and he's like a producer for French Montana.
So there's levels to it. Right? The dude, he knew what Max B because he's the producer of Max. Yeah. So
then he's like, oh, you know Max B? I'm like, oh, word. I play Max B. I'm like, you know this shit? I start rapping like to him, like the old Max B song and shit. Whatever. So then the party ended, whatever, later on. It was a crazy ass night, whatever. Turns out again, in the future, we're at a bar, me and Miles, like years later.
Oh, yeah. So what happened was you argued with two dudes that night, and then years later, one of the dudes, you started debating with him about Joel's.
Now, we're at a bar. Me and Miles are at a bar. Totally different bar years later. And like, I get into an argument with this dude about who's better, Joel's or Max B. And then Miles is like, yo, that's the same dude from the party that you argued with years ago.
9 years
but
later,
I had
man.
no idea, though.
6
I had
years
no
later.
idea. So it's just one of those weird ass things like, damn, we meant to have this conversation.
But that was a funny Halloween.
My
We can
fault.
go all that, but
My
Halloween
fault,
night was funny. That was a crazy night.
My favorite costume.
Yeah, what's your favorite costume? That's the point.
I mean, the Duck Dynasty shit was funny and shit.
That was a good one.
But I feel like when I was a kid, I had some good costumes.
Okay.
Like a kid, like I was a Ninja Turtle one time.
I feel like you were
Which
Ninja Turtle
one?
a few times.
I was
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you was Ninja Turtle every
I
year.
was on Raphael.
Okay.
That's my favorite
Favorite Ninja Turtle? Who's yours? Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Probably Michelangelo.
Okay,
but I'm
I like
fucking
Donatello.
corny
This is
like that.
perfect. man.
Michelangelo is the
It's
purple.
the orange one.
Yeah.
No, it's orange. Michelangelo is orange. The Pixar one with the nunchucks.
Oh yeah, so it's Donatello.
Oh, yeah, nunchucks. Yeah,
Donatello
yeah,
blue,
cool.
Raphael red, Michelangelo orange, and Donatello is
It's purple. He's a
Oh,
smart one.
Leonardo is blue.
Yes.
Got you. I was Raphael. I was a kid. I had black Timbs with the Ninja Turtle suit with the two. That shit was fire. But I had one funny ass memory, bro, in a costume, bro. We was in after school, right? It was like, bro, we probably like 6th grade, 5th grade or some shit. And I had got my costume like the day before, and that was Kane.
Oh yeah, I remember you was Kane.
Ooh, that's
right?
fire.
My son was Kane,
bro. That was my favorite wrestler at the time.
Oh,
WWF
yeah.
Attitude Era. I was super like into it. Black Timbs again.
Yeah.
And then like for some reason I went to go change in after school because we gotta go to the fucking parade.
Yeah.
And
The
I didn't
alleyway
realize
parade,
like it
Thomas
was
parade.
like tights. Like
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh nah.
They got
Like,
tights.
I
You
got
went
a
to go
print?
change.
You got a little print?
I remember I went to go change. I'm like, oh nah. But yeah, those are probably my two favorite.
Kane
And Raphael. Yeah, those probably my two best. My two best.
Yeah. My shit was it was recently actually both of my shit. One was alfalfa.
Okay,
No
okay.
way, you was out.
I remember y'all did that, matter of
That's
fact. Y'all
funny.
did that.
And
That's
the other
fire.
one was the Professor from Money Heist.
Ooh.
I haven't seen
That
Money
was a
Heist.
good
He was
one.
watching Money. I never
Money
seen
Heist
Money
is tough. That's tough. Professor,
Okay.
that's your vibe. That's your vibe.
All right, favorite horror movie.
Easy for me. Halloween.
Halloween.
It's not that it's the scariest movie to me. Like I'm not like watching my crib, but like it just to me is like a good movie. Like Michael Myers dogs, I'm lying. I am afraid of that movie because for years, like in middle school, I'll go in my crib, go in my stuff. You know, I live on the second floor. I walk up the steps, open my door, and look behind me. Make sure the nigga behind me. But nigga,
Yeah, that's when you know that movie
you know what I'm
scares you.
saying? Like you gotta make sure you're not just chilling there because he be just there, dogs. Like just watching.
Yeah, Michael Myers. is
Walking
Michael
mad
Myers.
fast. Michael
Walking,
Myers.
you don't even see him. He pulls
And
up
then my
on you.
son like the Big Show. Like my son is like 7 feet.
Big boy.
you
He's
feel
a
me?
big boy. So Halloween's like my favorite, but also on a different tip, I love Scream.
That was one
Scream
of my
is
shits.
my shit.
That was like everybody's costume back in the day.
That's
That's
what
the
I'm
one that you could make it bleed.
Nah, that's
That
the-
was fire, boy.
They changed the game with
You
that.
fucking yeah, they'll squeeze the
Yeah.
blood, that shit will bleed down his
Yeah,
face.
tough.
You know who had
They
that
bodied
shit?
that.
Valentino had that shit.
Yeah, I remember that shit, bro.
Yo.
I remember that
Nah,
shit.
that shit with the blood. So Scream and Halloween are like my two.
Yeah, Scream was always one
Those
of
are
mine.
those are the best in my opinion. Best.
I like those movies too, but I always like those types of movies like Blair Witch Project.
Oh yeah.
Or like movies that's like realistically really
Paranormal
scary,
Activity.
paranormal activity, shit like that. That shit is like spooky shit. Paranormal Activity was crazy.
That's a crazy movie. That's a
And then it
crazy
shows like a time lapse of through the night, and the girl's like standing there by the bed and shit. That shit is weird. Yeah, and movies I don't ever jack is like Exorcist type of movies.
Yeah, that
Them
was
shits is too much crazy. Like they get into spirituality horror.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good on a spirituality horror. Like I don't
But I
know
could
that.
see how, like, back in the day, you know, with the religious thing, like, that,
Oh,
was, how
hell
that was
yeah.
like a hit. You know what I mean?
Changed the game, shook the game up type shit.
The shit that got me pet was fucking Chucky. Because I felt like that
Yeah,
shit.
Chucky's a good movie.
It was like, you had toys in your crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo,
Like anyone
anyone
turn on me.
I'm like,
Anyone can
damn.
turn on me.
Have you
Word.
guys seen a good horror flick, like a recent one? You know what I'm saying? Like as of like last 2-3 years, or even not like 10 years.
I feel like what's that shit called?
Like what's the last new good one you see?
I mean,
We can do Conjuring.
what's
We
the
can do
shit?
that.
Not the Get Out shit. What's the other Jordan Peele one?
Us.
Us was a little creepy.
Us was crazy.
It was a little
But I
creepy.
wasn't scared.
I wasn't scared, but it was like a little crazy.
Well, it.
It was crazy. I like the original It better.
I like yeah.
Is shit like the strangers, right?
The Strangers was
Oh
crazy.
yeah, that little village was like the village where they came.
No, that's the village.
Oh, that's
I'm
the
talking about.
village.
That
shit
movie's
was-
crazy.
Yeah, that was a little.
That movie
The strangers was just like some murdering people that was just
yo.
shit like that.
My girl to this day can't watch that shit.
Nah, that shit is weird, bro. That
Yo,
shit is weird shit.
She is petrified, but she gets scared of shit like when people be in your crib, like that type of movie where like
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
and like they don't know they're in the house. That type of shit. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
Like she be scared of that. I'm like,
Nah,
I feel you.
yeah.
I feel you.
I like the scary movies like with the Michael Myers or the Freddy Kruegers and shit, but it's always the more realistic ones that always be having me like, damn,
Yeah.
the fuck? Like there was the new shit on Netflix. I was telling you, some shit called The Watcher or some shit.
Yes, The Watcher,
Where there's like
yeah.
they move into the crib in New Jersey and there's like tunnels under the crib that they don't know about, but there's people living in the tunnels of the crib. And then they would just like in the middle of the night hear footsteps in the crib, shit like that. I'm just like, yo, bro, I don't.
Yeah,
That shit is
nah,
crazy. Bro. That shit is
fuck
crazy.
that.
Yeah, footsteps in the crib in the middle of the night, bro. Come on,
shooting.
bro. I'm in my bed and
Listen.
shit. Like this is crazy.
Yo, but what about when you in middle school and it's Halloween week and they like, yo, you gotta be careful
You gotta
going
be
on the
careful,
train.
nigga might cut
This
you.
is-
Yo.
People getting initiated to
Yeah.
gangs.
That was real shit.
That was
Yo,
real.
yo, it was.
They used to let us out of school early for that
yeah,
shit.
that was real.
I'm like, yo, go home. They don't want you in the Bloods. Like this is
Nah,
crazy.
yeah.
Well,
Initiation time.
Blood's really doing that though. Like,
Nah, I don't know if it was
real.
Bloods or whatever, but
I knew a few
It probably
Bloods. They
happened
wasn't
on
doing that.
Halloween.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, there was a time where
people
the
would just get
Halloween-
beat up on Halloween.
Or
Eggs and shit, throw
The
the
egg shit
eggs.
was
Yeah.
crazy. That was a thing that people were wilding. People just be like point blank range. Just any white dude outside, any white dude
Just getting rocked
that
in the
Right.
was
fucking-
your car, boom.
Yeah, nah, it was crazy. We used to wild out too when we was
Any
kids.
white dude, nah. That's for real. That's what happened, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Now, how about this? How about the most scariest thing? I'm talking about the actual most scariest thing that like happened in your life.
I'll tell you. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'll tell you. Okay, it's not the most scariest. It's not the most scary, but it's very scary.
We want the most.
I can't.
But
give
we give you that.
most.
We get
I
whatever
can't
you got.
give
We'll
most.
take. We'll take. Because I know it's hard. It's probably like a lot of stuff in the same tier.
I don't know if I want to say it type shit. But listen, I don't think I'm gonna tell you to say this
Come
shit.
on.
So one day, damn. So I was in high school, right? Whatever. I was in high school. I went to ICE, and in ICE we had elevators in the building. This sounds crazy. We had elevators in the building, right? And they were old elevators, my nigga. Like we were saying, they were old buildings, And it was one day, like after school, 4:00, we chilling, everyone's chilling. I don't think it was just me and someone was chilling. And I was playing. And I was like flirting with a girl, right? And I like pretend like pushed her against the elevator, right? But the elevator opens. My man, it opened, and she almost
You almost caught a body.
I almost got a body, though. But she didn't. She was good. She's okay. She's alive. And it wasn't purposeful. Like it was good. She gave a hug. It was all good. But half a second, like the shit opened, like it could have been bad.
Damn.
Dog, my whole life had been ruined for like a joke. So that was the scariest thing about me.
That's
Not to get too deep, but that was the scariest thing out of my life. I almost killed somebody by accident.
nothing is scarier than near-death experiences, and that's my scariest thing. So my scariest is I was in Nicaragua, and Nicaragua is a country that has a lot of volcanoes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And so I was over there. I climbed like a total of like maybe 3 volcanoes or whatever. But the first
shit.
volcano that I climbed, it was just me and like the person that I went with from my college. It was just us two for like this summer program or whatever. And so we go and climb this volcano. It's my first time. I've never done some shit like this. And the day that we went, they didn't have like the tour guides and the people you
So
can
you went
go on your
alone?
own type stuff.
Oh, wow.
But there's a path that you could take. But being young, feeling invincible and all that, there's like a harder path, an easier path, or whatever the case may be. And so we were climbing this volcano, and we're not taking the regular path or whatever. And I don't even know. I take no path. It's just like I just made up my own path type shit. And while I was doing this, I take a step and just a bunch of just like rocks like just start like going down. So like, you know, it kind of felt like, yo, like this shit is not sturdy. Like every time I'm trying to climb up, like I'm getting no grip, you know what I mean? And I can't, you know, pull myself up, and no lie, for like a good 20 seconds, it was just a lot of like this fake doggy paddling, like trying to like go. And it's like a point where it's just like, this I could die right now. Because if I don't make myself into a place where I can stabilize myself, I'm just gonna tumble. And this volcano, the part that I was in, it was steep enough that if I tumble, it's clipped for me. Like I'm going down, and I'm only wearing a tank top, and something's gonna get scraped up. So like there was like a good, 15 to 20 seconds where I was fighting for my life, dog. I was fighting for my life, and it was just so trippy. Just doing that because the semester before that, I went to study abroad in Chile, and somebody in the program passed away in the study abroad program. They had went to this waterfall that you were not, like, you know, and they went to go jump, and they hit a rock down, and like,
so you thought you was next?
Yeah, like you know, I mean, when I survived that, when I survived the climbing of the volcano thing, I just thought about that. I'm like, yo, like, what, they're gonna have to fly my body to the States. You know what I mean? To have the funeral type shit. So.
Son.
I would say like that's definitely one of the more, you know,
that's scary as hell.
Super
Spooky.
scary, and
I almost killed somebody, almost died. God
Damn.
God damn.
That shit is OD. That volcano avalanche shit is crazy.
That's what it was. An avalanche type shit where it just I should have just stuck to the regular path, son.
Yeah.
But
it's a lesson for life.
We here.
It's a lesson for life.
Shit. For me, bro.
Yeah, what's yours, my guy? What you told to me?
Bro, like, there's been times where there was a time I almost drowned.
For real?
And I don't like the water, bro. I don't like to go swimming in the water.
In the beach or the pool?
It was a beach. So like, I was young, you know.
I was with you?
No. I was young. I was probably like, right below a teenager. So like, I don't know, like 11 or some shit like that. But like, I just was getting like caught up. It was in like PR. I was getting caught up in this current, bro. I don't really be swimming, bro. Like, I don't know. So I was just getting into the deep of the water, bro. And I'm like, I start panicking, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, like, I gotta get off this water shit, you know?
Yeah.
My sister came and she helped me and all that, because she swim, but like, I don't like that shit, bro. Like, that shit scared the shit out of me. I can't feel the water, and I can't catch my breath. That shit is scary. And then there was a time we got into like a car crash.
Yeah.
Type shit. And that was pretty scary too, but you know.
That was scary.
God willing, we all right.
That was
and I'm all right from that, you know what I'm saying?
That was us being stupid, just drunk.
Yeah, we was wild.
Getting into the car with a fucking drunk cop. Like, it was bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the near-death stuff is always gonna be, you know, the scariest stuff. There was one time, right? I think we was with my mom, and we passed by like this carnival. It was like a Halloween carnival.
Oh, that's a good one.
And me and Miles, we probably like...
No, we 11. We 11.
We 11?
Yeah, we like 11, 12. So we like old enough, but not that old type shit.
And there's like an adult haunted house. Right? There's like this like...
Nah, we was just pussy.
We was pussy, but whatever. Like, we was...
How old are you?
He said 11.
Yeah, you good.
Nah.
Come on.
All right, we good?
Nah, we knew better, bro. We walk in that joint.
Bro, so we walk in, right? And my mom was like, yo, you sure you want to do this, Cigar? And I'm like...
She called you Cigar?
She called me Christian.
You don't remember. I got to give the backstory. So it's like the carnival. And you know the ship that goes like this, the ride? The ship joint?
The swingy ship.
The swingy joint. We on that ride, and my mom was in front, and we on the ride, we having fun, and your mom made them stop the ride.
What?
You don't remember this?
I low-key remember.
We was on the ride, and like, I guess she thought we was scared, so they was like, yo, they gotta shut that shit off.
That shit gets me nauseous, but...
So we got
screaming? She was scared.
She probably was just dumb scared.
So we were tight. We were like, yo, we're big boys, you know, like we're good.
So like, all right, so now we about to go to the haunted house.
So we got the haunted house.
Made that ass shut the whole shit down because of y'all, man.
Yeah, so we was tight.
What the fuck?
We was tight.
Time out. We went to this haunted house, right? And it's like you gotta walk through it, right? So you enter, and then there's like an exit over there. We walk in, right?
Nigga.
I walk one turn. The first turn, I see some shit. I said, nah, fuck this. Yo, we dead with mouth. I don't give a fuck, bro. I see some other shit. I said, nah, you know what?
That shit was
I'm good.
scary.
Came out. My mom was waiting by the exit. I'm like, yo, mom, we out. Let's go. Yo, we out. Fuck this place. All that extra shit, bro. I don't know, bro.
All the time you scary.
No, it was like some shit standing there, some crazy. I'm like, I ain't walking past this motherfucker. Like it's over.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
There was one time when I was in Eastside. I'm in 9th grade. In ninth grade, I'm like, super skinny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tall and skinny. I remember you calls.
I'm going. We get to go out for lunch so you get like 45, 50 minutes outside. They let us do that or whatever.
I remember.
And I'm with 2 dudes, and one of the dudes had to like pick something up from his girlfriend was gonna give him at Tompkins. So we over there waiting or whatever, because you know what it is. We just gonna run an errand with your boy, whatever.
Yeah.
And there was just like a group of like 5, 6 dudes, grown-ups, you feel me? Walking mad slow, looking gang affiliated, you know what I mean? Just like you could tell when somebody just like looking for trouble, looking for an opportunity or whatever. And they slowly walk past us, and they may say something under their breath, and like an idiot, one of the dudes that I was with had to say something back because he was just that type of person.
Yeah.
You know?
That pride.
Exactly. And then like, they start like, what? Like, like trying to like, and the situation like kind of diffused a little bit. As soon as they started walking away, we were like, yo, let's go back to the school.
Yeah.
And we walking out of Tompkins Square Park, and I take a peek behind, and they start, looks like, all right, why they doing a 180 and walking the same direction that, we going?
Oh, shit.
And they started picking up the pace, and we after
started booking it. Started running track on that bitch.
Ran back to the school.
From 6th Street to 11th Street?
It was like one of those entrances in Tompkins, and I just Usain Bolt.
That's hilarious.
And like the one dude didn't want to run. Like I'm like, yo, bro, like we in 9th grade. These are like dudes that they just finished doing a bid. They're like 20 years old. Yeah. And then and then it gets even scarier because these 2 dudes, they tell other people in our school, right? Like, yo, like we got chased, So the next day during lunch, we wanted to go back to Tompkins because we had to prove a point. You know what I mean? God. But now we going like they rallied up like 30 kids. I'm not gonna lie, like 30 kids from like Eastside. Like I'm just exaggerating, maybe like 15, 20.
Felt like 30.
Yo, yeah, and it was just like to hope that like they pass by us again, like And my whole time over there, I was praying that like, please
don't even see these motherfuckers.
Yo, bro, it was to the point somebody hand me a screwdriver. We ready to get it shaking, like pressing us or whatever. And I'm just so happy that we didn't bump into them because I don't know what I would have done because I was just like, under the influence of groupthink. And I feel like, I don't know what I would stab somebody with a screwdriver.
I mean, but you never know. You never know.
And you experience that one thing, and then that becomes a part of you. And then now every time you get into altercation, you just that dude that's ready to get it shaken with weapons and shit like that.
Yeah, word. Fuck yeah.
Mind you, we grew up in that time. Ain't no phones, ain't no social media.
Nah.
Anything could have went down.
So I'm just like, I feel like those 2, I was just like, peak scared right there.
That's scary.
Y'all dressing up this? Y'all doing anything for Halloween?
I am dressing up.
Yeah?
You guys seen the show on HBO, The Idol? No.
Yes, with The Weeknd?
Yeah. I'm be The Weeknd finally.
What's his name again in the show?
Tedros. Niggas been calling me The Weeknd for 10 years. I'm finally gonna embrace it and be The Weeknd.
Who called you The Weeknd?
Niggas been making fun of me for 10. I'm not saying like a compliment. They've been roasting me saying I don't like
my
that.
My son wait to embrace it after The Weeknd already dumb lit.
Yeah, you look at the beginning of The Weeknd.
Yeah, that was the beginning. When he dropped the first shit.
I gotta do the Afro joint? That was the weird shit. Nah, I'm gonna be The Weeknd and call it.
Nah, I'm not dressing up, man. I mean, nothing against it.
I
dressed up before as an adult and all that shit. I'm just, got no plans. I'm chilling.
Yeah, no.
What you feel?
We try to come up with like a little last minute thing, but I don't want to rush anything or force anything.
Yeah.
So it's clip for that, man.
I'm probably gonna do some crib shit. Watch scary movies with my girl on some like, you know, just in the crib, calm shit.
But
I hate scary movies.
Really?
I
Yeah.
don't like spooky movies. I just feel like there's so much dark energy in these.
It's just, I feel like in a time like this, Halloween is okay. You get one off. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, 2 or 3.
a little, just spook yourself on some funny shit. You know, it don't gotta be Exorcist shit. You know, it could just be some.
Right.
What's your y'all got like some scary movies that y'all like hate or some shit? Like I know for me, I never liked Beetlejuice. Is that scary? That's not even really scary, but I never liked Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands.
Love both those.
To me, it's just like,
Those
bro,
are my
like
shit. I
that
grew
shit
up
was
with
just
them
weird
shits.
to me. I never liked that type
I
of
grew
shit.
up on them joints.
That shit is too weird for me.
Saw was good. The first
Oh yeah,
two
Saw was
Saws
good.
were good.
I heard the new shit is good too.
Word?
I heard. I don't know. I ain't see it.
I don't know.
Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, I was never big on Freddy or Jason. I thought it was corny.
Freddy versus Jason. So who y'all think is the craziest Halloween villain? Like, it gotta be Mike Myers, right? It gotta be Mike Myers.
By far.
He's smoking anybody.
Let me think.
He even got his
Freddy
own.
Krueger is up there.
He got his own theme music when he walk
Freddy
up.
Krueger gets you in your sleep, so that's fucked up. You can't go to sleep. Nigga gonna kill you. That's whack. Like,
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's cheating.
What was the other?
Yeah.
Remember the night? Remember the day? It was some shit like that.
They got. What about like Dawn of the Dead zombie shit?
I fuck with zombie shit, but that's not really horror
Or
films.
28 Days Later type shit.
That
I
shit
watched
good.
that with you, matter of
In
fact.
Jake's crib.
28 Days Later.
Oh no, my crib. In my crib, matter of fact. Yeah.
Nah, that shit fucked me up low key. Them zombies and shit. That shit.
I don't know. I like spooky shit. Spooky season. Pumpkins, you heard?
Yes, sir. All right, yo. Make sure y'all have a safe Halloween.
That's it. Yeah, I mean.
Be safe. Take care.
Happy Halloween, man. That's all I
Let's
gotta say.
get
Day of
it.
the Dead.
Salud.
Cheers.